kohti seuraavaa noiturisseikkailua. Mitäs? Price of neutrality. Mistäs tämä kertoo? Onks toi Siri? Kiva. Ja vedetään taas tolla, niin saadaan hauska tarina. Jotenkin musta tuntuu, että nää ei oo hirveen laadukkaita.
Master Dandelion, you promised us a ballad.
Oho.
Yes, yes. Of battles and brave
Of
warriors.
sorceresses and magic.
Of unrequited love.
Silence, brats! You've not been in this world for long, so 'tis no surprise your heads are hollow. This is Dandelion, friend and companion of Geralt of Rivia. Who might he sing of, if not of the famed Witcher?
Right you are, honorable dwarf. I shall sing a fresh new ballad about White Wolf. Our story begins long before the Great War, decades before Geralt ever dreamed he would be famous. Its title, Bitter Evil Hearts. In the fall of 1232, the Witcher decided to return early to Kaer Morhen, fearing the quick advent of winter.
Onkohan tää
The Witcher was angry. The final stretch through northern Kedwen was usually calm, but not this time. He was twice ambushed by bandits. Then one night, wolves attacked and killed his horse. He had grown accustomed to the kindly gray mare he had traditionally christened Roach. To make matters worse, at the foot of Kaer Morhen, he encountered a camp. Like all Witchers, he believed the fingers of one hand would suffice to count the people who knew the way to the Witcher's fortress. Visitors were a sign of trouble.
Oho! Paljon kaikkea. Pistää vaikka aset ensin kuntoon. Kaikki. Joo, parryä. Tosta on hyötyä. Jep. Deksiä. Joo, kyllä kiitos. Stamina. Joo, hyötyä. Gwen. Kiitos. Kaikkia en saakka strongeihin sitten, laitetaan damage ja bleeding, joihin jees. Silveria. Pistään kaikkiin. Ja sitten tohon. Noin. Pitäis olla aika jees Geraltti. Aha. haltia nainen siinä. Susia.
Perhaps we should return to Cairngorm. I have no desire to perish in this wilderness forsaken by the gods.
Silence, Merwin. They are but wolves.
Wolves that fearlessly attack and encamp when fit with campfires. I ask your forgiveness, mistress, but these are but wolves, like I am but an elven showgirl.
Did anyone ask for your opinion, Mr. Brings? No? Then start doing what you are being paid for. And keep your hopelessly cowardly opinions to yourself. We would all be safe if your boys manned their stations, instead of constantly playing dice while bathing in drink. Now take away this corpse before its stench fills my tent.
Can I ask what happened? Wolves killed the boy. Nothing unusual about it happening in a camp. It's commonly known that wolves, the cursed beasts, love flames so much that they bathe in them if they could.
Enough, Brings. Who are you, sir?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Prince Merwin Adamain of Ard Caraig. Kind of you to visit, finally. We've been awaiting your response all day.
Response regarding...
I'll explain. I'm Sabrina Glevisig, sorceress. Come see me at my tent. Merwin, I assume you won't mind my handling this matter?
No, though I will want to know what you agree.
It'll have to wait, whatever it is. Wolves approach. To arms!
Pack leader. Niin varmasti olekin. Tässä olisiko Mertonille jotain sanottavaa?
Greetings, I'm Merton Brings, commander of the... Geralt of Rivia. So, how's it gonna be, Geralt? How is what going to be? Will you make peace with the Honourable Glevisig? Please take that damn bitch. Or are we due to have a serious misunderstanding? Believe me, Merton, you don't want to cross swords with me. Of course I wouldn't. I've heard what your kind can do. I once saw a Witcher at work. That changes little, though. We're on contract, and contracts are sacred. So what will it be? I don't know yet. Let's try to figure it out. All right. Forgive me, I can offer nothing. We can't hunt because of these wolves, and our supplies are running low. How did you find Kaer Morhen? We tracked the girl here, thanks to Rhyme. He's the best scout I know. Could find a fish in a stream. He did track the girl down. Geralt? Any thoughts on this girl, Deirdre? Too thin for my taste. Nothing to grab hold of, eh? Or slap. Or take and... I guess she's just not the dwarven type. Precisely. Though, I wouldn't kick her out of the sack.
Rehellinen.
Geralt? So what's the story with this contract of yours? Well, when Merwin tells us to fight, we'll have no choice. He pays regularly, on time. My hands are tied. So the nobleman is in charge. Theoretically. And practically? I'll say this. Sabrina Glevisig interrupts King Hensel when he speaks by pounding the table with her fist and ordering him to shut up and listen. What does Hensel do? He listens. The woman can be very unpleasant. Merwin is from Cairngorm, and only recently joined Hensel's court. He's no match for the witch. Who is? Witches are best handled by witchers. Take care.
Katsotaan täällä. Girl.
Damn dwarves. All they can do is pass wind and curse to high heaven.
Ilmeisesti kovia piereskelää. Kiitos. Joo. Aika hieno
Welcome to Mistress Sabrina's tent.
teltta.
In case you're wondering, this is an illusion.
Joo,
Everything?
arvelinkin.
Yes, but my dear Witcher, it's an illusion of rare quality. In fact, it barely differs from reality.
No matter.
Suit yourself. I assume you're returning to Kaer Morhen for the winter.
You assume correctly. Enough of the small talk. We have important things to discuss.
Thank you for your help with the wolves.
No problem.
You've heard of the curse of the Black Sun, Witcher?
The curse of the mad mage Eltebald. I believe he started the whole mess that led to several dozen nobly born women being murdered or imprisoned in towers.
Altebord was no madman, and there is no doubt the women were not entirely normal.
Madness, normality, it's prattle steeped in relativity. Tell me something specific.
Autopsies were performed. The mutations witches undergo are but a minor clinical operation compared to those caused by the curse of the Black Sun. The skulls and spines of these girls contained red sponge of some kind. Their internal organs were in disarray, some missing altogether. Everything covered in moving cilia and pink and blue meat scraps. What say you to that?
Nothing. I've seen humans with eagle talons instead of hands, with wolf fangs and eyes. People with additional joints. All products of mages fumbling with magic. It's no proof of a curse. We digress. Why are you here?
A girl affected by the curse of the Black Sun is inside Kaer Morhen. Princess Deirdre Adamain, elder sister of Merwin.
What do I have to do with this?
Don't play the fool. That girl is a serious threat to you. Surrender her to me and no one will get hurt.
I'll think about it.
Sabrina, I wish to have a word with you.
Naturally, Merwin, but not now. I have several matters to discuss with Geralt of Rivia.
Is there anything I should know?
Don't fret. We will confer later.
In that case, I shall take my leave.
Kyllä. Aika puhua Vesemirillä. On kyllä siisti illuusio. Tykkään tästä. Olisiko sulla jotain sanottavaa vielä?
Witcher?
Have you spoken to the other Witchers? Who is at the castle?
Merwin spoke to two of them. There may be more, I don't know. Merwin was not let inside.
That shouldn't be surprising. We don't generally like guests.
Like it or not, we are special guests. Merwin carries a letter of safe conduct from King Henselt. Read it, and tell the other witches to prepare for a visit.
What do you aim to do with Deirdre?
See if the curse can be removed. Study it, and finally and ultimately conclude the matter of the curse of the Black Sun. Contrary to what you believe, I intend to make her an offer. If she can find the will to aid me, it will only ease things for all of us.
And if she doesn't agree to help?
I shall force her. Yes, Geralt, for the greater good, I will bow at nothing. For I stand to save hundreds, perhaps thousands. You may not believe me, but there are more women of this kind. Many rule entire lands with a cruel hand. I am to report to the Council of Mages, the first trustworthy report, containing specific results. I must examine the girl, and that is precisely what I will do. Nothing and no one will stop me.
Oho.
Sure about that?
Don't threaten me, Witcher. All of Kedwin's might stands behind me. King Henselt is eating out of my hand. You wouldn't dare.
We'll see.
Witcher?
I've heard nothing to convince me that the girl is cursed. What proof can you offer?
Quite a bit. All the girls born soon after the eclipse were discovered to be inclined towards cruelty, aggressive, prone to attacks of wrath and wildness.
Were any attempts made to lift the curse?
Indeed, using higher magic. All girls subjected to it merely perished.
That discredits you mages, not the girls. I guess only the dead were dissected?
Not only. They continued to rampage, and a decision was made to eliminate all. Many were eliminated. All were dissected. One underwent vivisection.
You mages can really be impudent. Inclined towards cruelty, you say? Sabrina, there will come a day when people will come after you.
I don't think so. For mages were protecting humans. The mutants would have drowned entire lands in blood. Yet you were right in some sense. We changed our tactics. Instead of killing them, we decided to isolate and study them. Special towers were erected, designed to quell the mutants' magic abilities.
And to avoid being locked away, princesses fled. Maybe they just couldn't believe your intentions were noble when they learned of the vivisections and assassinations.
True to some extent. Yet the penchant that princes developed for rescuing princesses in towers was our real bane. The young ones who had little to lose were especially determined. Fortunately, most fell and broke their necks.
Not all, though. Many girls escaped, and now they seek revenge.
In brief, yes.
You must be bored out here.
Well, in truth, the valley provides little in the way of diversion for the civilized. And my illusory boy is no longer as entertaining as he used to be.
You could get Briggs' men to put on a show.
I said diversion for the civilized. I prefer some cultured conversation. If you lack words at the moment, I could request something more pertinent to the witcherly profession. I require some materials for my research.
Materials?
I wish to study the wolves that lurk about the campsite. I need a vital organ, let's say the liver. 20 of them. In exchange, I will give you a sword that I in turn received from one of my lovers. I believe you'll make good use of it.
Fine. I'll get you the samples you want.
Okay.
That's kind. You're much nicer than that boor Lambert.
Lambert, what a prick. Mitäs sulla on? Ei paljon mitään kivaa. Mitä nyt?
Go and speak with the witches. Sway them to my... And I'm very good at demonstrating gratitude.
That I do not doubt at all.
Ja mä oletan, että myös näytät. Mutta ensin niitä suden maksoja.
I see you have spoken to Miss Sabrina. However, I lead this expedition. Remember that.
I will.
Are you able to read?
Kyllä.
I am.
Then read this scroll.
To my barons, vassals, and all free subjects.
Go on, go on.
Let it be known far, wide, and by all, that I hereby declare Merwin of Caingorn to be our loyal and trusted servant, and to be loved by us, thus rendering all who cause him grief liable to incur our royal wrath. Henselt, King of Kedwin.
Good enough. Understood?
Indeed, though grief is spelled differently.
I see you are quick. So you accept that if the witches wish to travel freely and unmolested about Kedwin, they should not cause me grief, no matter how the term is spelt.
You don't seem like anyone's causing you grief.
Not yet, no. But that may change, and my patience has its limits.
I wanted to ask you something. May I ask what brings you to Kaer Morhen, sir?
My sister, Deirdre. She is my elder, and in Kedwin the eldest offspring inherits all titles and estates no matter the gender. My father, Prince of Cairngorm, may he rest in peace, passed on 2 weeks ago, a victim of syphilis.
So Deirdre is now Princess of Cairngorm?
She would be, if not for the curse that holds her. Anyone aspiring to the throne of Cairngorm must fulfill 2 additional conditions. Cairngorm is a vassal state of Kedwin. For decades, the princes of the north have bowed before the throne at Ard Carreg, a throne currently occupied by King Henselt, who has made his opinion on the issue of cursed princesses very clear.
I think I get it. And the second condition?
Do you know Cairngorm's history, Witcher?
Not well.
We have this custom whereby any aspiring ruler, prior to assuming the throne, must spend a day amongst the duchy's simple folk, execute a series of menial tasks, and pray in the Temple of Freya in the evening.
Sounds reasonable.
The problem is my sister has displeased the simple folk in the past, and though she most probably could bribe a few prominents, the priestesses of Freya will never accept her.
Because she is cursed, supposedly.
Because she has killed too many, even for a princess. Her victims include the priestess Isildura. Truthfully, the old hag was nearing the end of her days, but that changes little.
Is it certain that Deirdre caused her death?
Beyond any doubt. When Miss Sabrina decided to perform a magic ritual that was to lift the curse from my sister, Deirdre went mad. Then a huge wolf emerged from behind a house, and before it could be stopped, it shredded Isildura's throat. Miss Sabrina cast a powerful spell, and the old priestess's spirit arose and said I was killed by Deirdre Ademain, who was born beneath the Black Sun.
Sabrina cast a spell, you say? I believe necromancy was banned.
Ahaa, säkin sanoit Questit. Väärä. Okei, elikkä no. Täällä varmaan tulee susia sitten ihan missä vaan vastaan. Oho.
Psst! Master Geralt.
What is it?
I merely wish a brief word with you, sir. But reveal not to Miss Sabrina that I drew you aside.
All right. Talk to me.
Master, do not defend the lass you harbor now in your castle. She is not worthy. I detest her with all my might. It will be 2 years now when she passed through my village with her retinue. My father, keeper of the local tavern, took in the noble party. I know not if he offended her, or if it was just her whim, but she tormented my father to death, slowly and cruelly, forcing my mother and me to watch. May she be damned for the ages.
And no one raised a hand to stop her?
It was but the princess who had a retinue of armed men and who wielded a sword herself. There was nothing anyone could do. I beg you, surrender the girl to Sabrina, who will repay her for all her ill deeds.
I need to speak with the other witchers first.
Tällä hetkellä mä oon hyvinkin sen kannalta, että tyttö menee Sabrinalle. Mikähän toi oli? Ahaa. Ei. Mä en taistele sinunlaistesi kanssa. Taistelen sitten. Perkele. Kaikkea kivaa. Jos niitä susia nyt olisi. Pääseeköhän tonne? Ei, veteen ei pääse. Tietenkään. Paitsi ehkä jossain dedikoidussa kohdassa, ja tuolla on susia. Ja lämpärä. Aha, se pakeni.
Hey, Wolf.
Lambert, who else is here for the winter?
Vesemir and Eskel, and, well, we have guests.
I know. I've been to their camp. What are you doing here?
Making sure they stay out of Kaer Morhen.
Our guests tried to enter Kaer Morhen?
Some pompous ass showed up with an escort of dwarf mercenaries. Obviously, I couldn't let them pass.
You know they're carrying a letter of safe conduct from King Henselt?
Not interested. This is Kaer Morhen. Royal edicts mean nothing here.
I hope that's not how you put it to him.
Didn't have a chance to. The Arcaspores sprouted first. Quite a few seem to have planted roots over the summer. I always thought they grew on graves of the murdered. Some bad wind must have carried the spores to the valley. It's full of them now. In any case, the dwarves evacuated the noblemen as soon as the plants appeared. It's been quiet since then.
Näin. Hoidettu. Näin. Vesemeri Eskelin kanssa, mutta ettiin susia ensin. Tuolta pääsee vaan takaisin. Hello. Kiitos. Niin, susia tosiaan ajattelin etsiä ensin. Pääsenkö täältä kivittää ylös? Pääsee. Cool. Hyvää työt tehneet modaajat tän ympäristön kanssa. Kivan näköistä. Oliks toi vaan puu? Vai mikä? Aha. Oudompi kasvi. Tästä pääsee. Tuolla näkyy susia. Tuolla ei oo mitään. Näin. Hyvä. Sitten kerran paljon maksoja. Tai sitten ei. Tuus tännemmäs. Mä eikö juostu perään sitä? Näin. Kaikilta ei saanut maksaa revittyä. Ne on varmaan ryypännyt nuo sudet niin paljon. Olipa huono vitsi. Okei. Pääseekö täältä ihan tonne asti? Pääsee, eli siellä on ihan varmasti jotain questia. Elikkä voidaan käydä siellä sitten vähän myöhemmin. Jaha. Otetaan. Karmorhen koti. Olisiko tuo alhaalla ollut jotain? Tuntuu, että sinnekin päästään kyllä. Nyt on hyvä olla.
Greetings, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
Greetings.
How is the path?
Tolerable. Nothing groundbreaking. What is going on here, Vesemir?
We've got a bit of a problem. The Princess of Cairngorm arrived 2 days ago, claiming her envious brother and an evil sorceress were pursuing her. She's asked for our protection.
She's got her castles all wrong. No knights in shining armor here.
She was in bad shape, hungry, cold. We didn't have the heart to drive her off. And Eskel was acting strange. Before the girl fell asleep, she said one more thing, that one cannot flee one's fate. Later, Eskel told me a story. Some 20 years ago, he saved the Prince of Cairngorm's life. He cited the law of surprise, and as they say, destiny proved fortunate. Unbeknownst to the prince, his wife was with child.
I'm not sure that was entirely fortunate.
So you've heard of the curse. In any case, on a day when the sky was dark as night at high noon, the princess gave birth to a girl. As far as I know, Eskel never returned to claim the child promised him by the prince. For some reason, ever since then, he's always taken the long way around Cairngorm. So, now we need to deal with the brother of Eskel's unexpected child, a retinue of mercenaries, and a sorceress bent on dissecting the woman she suspects of being a mutant. As if that's not enough, the brother carries a letter of safe conduct from King Henselt himself. So we can hardly just drive them all away.
What do we do?
Talk to Eskel. She's his surprise. We'll meet back at the ford Lambert is guarding. Think it through, Wolf. I want to hear your opinion.
Fine.
Wolf.
Aikamoinen tilanne, täytyy sanoa. Tossa ei niinkun... Ei ole selkeästi hyvää ratkaisua. Ei ole. Harmaata aluetta. Tykkään.
Tell me about the girl.
She seems a bit strange, though I wouldn't call her a monster.
Strange how?
When she's near, my medallion goes wild, and I can't cast even the simplest signs. I can't explain it.
Okay.
Where's Deirdre?
A little further on, with her wolves.
I should talk to her.
Nyt vielä.
Why is everyone outside?
The keep is locked. I'd rather not unlock it with strangers around. We're better off spending a few days out in the open.
True enough.
Whoa.
What do you think about this dispute, Deirdre, Sabrina, and the nobleman?
We should stay out of it. Geralt, we protect humans from monsters. That's our vocation. Meddling in human affairs only brings trouble.
Do you mean the letter bearing King Henselt's seal?
Exactly. We can't afford to provoke the king. This could get sticky.
I get your point. I'll see if I can learn some more.
Wolf.
I need to look around.
Garmorhen. Aivan mahtavaa. Pensia Diablo. Okei. No niinpäs näköjään värisekin toi medallionkin aika tehokkaasti. Vasen yläkulmassa, kun ei vielä huomannut.
Greetings, Geralt. I'm Deirdre. Eskel spoke of you.
I've heard a few things about you, too.
If you mean from that lying shrew Glevisig.
Calm down. I don't tend to judge based on rumors.
Geralt.
How did you find Kaer Morhen?
I always know where Eskel is. I merely need to think about him.
What do you want from Eskel?
You can be disarmingly kind.
Just answer the question.
I want him to stop fleeing his destiny.
And become Prince of Caingorn? Are you feeling all right, Deirdre? Eskel is a witcher.
What of it? It seems you don't know how childish your witch's mores sound. I constantly hear things like, we're witches have no feelings and so on. You don't fool me. You have feelings, emotions, you're like all people except faster. I cannot fathom why you strive so hard to hide that.
It's rarely wise to fight a legend. Sometimes you have to make do with it.
Perhaps. But I'm not deceived.
Deirdre, do you know what Sabrina and your brother want from you?
Isn't it obvious? Sabrina wants to place my sweet little brother on the throne of Caingorn. My brother who is entirely subservient to her, and who, as the Prince of Caingorn, will have a vote on King Hensel's council.
I was asking about something else.
All right then. She believes me to be cursed, tainted in my mother's very womb. She believes me to be a monster.
Are you?
How the hell should I know? When I prick my finger, I bleed. I also bleed each month. When I eat too much, my stomach aches. I sing when I am joyful. And when I feel hatred, I kill. I don't know if I'm a monster. Yet I do know what Sabrina is capable of. She is a monster you seek.
I heard much of your cruelty on my way here.
Why are you here if you've decided who I am?
Instead of yelling, why don't you tell me your side of the story?
I was 19 and happy when Sabrina showed up at the castle. My father, who always preferred Merwin, was old and ill by this time, so he could no longer bother me. My brother had been away at King Henselt's court, and I could handle most of the courtiers. I was at a tender age, and I fell in love. His name was Robin. I even considered a morganatic marriage. Girlish fantasy.
What does Sabrina have to do with this?
She arrived with my brother, whom she already had on a short lead. She observed me, interrogated servants, tested the situation. My father's company of knights treated me like a daughter. I had always liked hunting, took part in manhunts for bandits. She needed proof, some spectacular way to defame me.
And in your carelessness, you provided her with that proof.
Sabrina decided to provoke me. She seduced Robin using magic so powerful that his mind became confused. He suddenly developed an intense fear of animals, especially of the dogs he bred. I wanted to help him. It was then I discovered that mages found it hard to cast spells in my presence, and that spells previously cast gradually subsided if I was near. I went to the small chamber Robin inhabited just above the kennel, and I found Sabrina there. I admit, I was enraged, wanting to tear her apart, but she was too quick. The hag flew out of the window on a broom. Robin was left drooling, whimpering like a child. Within an hour he had ceased gibbering, and within 2 he understood what the witch had done to him. I thought all was in order and I could leave him. I wished to settle the score with her and entered the castle. I know not what happened, but the spell grasped Robin once more as soon as I was gone. He began feverishly seeking Sabrina. In his wildness he entered a pen occupied by a very aggressive hunting hound.
Did he survive?
Yes. Though mentally he became a 2-year-old child, a child that feared animals intensely. Sabrina blamed the accident on me. I swore then that I would kill her. I carry a blade should I get the opportunity to use it.
Your wolf's eyes are glazed over with hunger.
They're starved. Because of that bitch Sabrina, I cannot venture beyond the fortress walls. They choose to remain at my side, thus depriving themselves of the opportunity to hunt.
You seem to have a better understanding with wolves than with humans.
I raised them from when they were cubs. In a sense, they are my only friends.
I've heard that wolves can survive a month without nourishment. From what I know, that's not true of princesses.
Geralt?
I'll be going.
Semmonen. Eikö niin, tää on lukossa, on pitää löytää Eskel. Ja Eskel on missä? Ai, tännekö ei pääse? Huh. Okei. Missä on Eskel? Tonne ei päässyt, se on lukittu. Tossa on sortunut muuri, siitä ei pääse ohi. Täällä ei mitään. Niin, missä on Eskel? Sniff. Grrr. Missä? Missä on Eskel? Eskel. Eskel. Missä olet? Huh. Eskel ei oo täällä. Koska vilkasta sinne tonne Vesemiri ja Lambertin kanssa. Siellä näkyy 2 hahmoa. Joo, vaan 2. Käyn kattoon tuolta. Jaksan noita. Ei onneksi hirveän pahoja, mutta ärsyttäviä. No luuranko. Blaze of Power. Tuolla luola. Katon ensin pääsisi täältä mihinkään. Tuntuu, että tolle ei voi tehdä mitään. Oho! Sinne voi mennä. Kierretään nyt kun tänne tultiinkin. Mihin tää oikein vie? Okei, toi ei ole lähtenytkään sitten enää Aardilla. Mutta nätti yksityiskohta, että tämmönenkin on. Ei. Vanha. En ehtinyt kattoo mikä toi oli. Vanha kaivos. Ja Eskelä.
Hey, Geralt.
Eskel, I wanted to talk about Deirdre.
Fine, but we should tend to the Kikimors first. We need to destroy their cocoons. The Ard is best for that. It's dark inside, so down a dose of cat.
I'm fresh out of potions. I'll be right back.
Onks mulla kättiä? Tony Oil, Swallow. On mulla kätti. Eli mennään vaan sittenkin. Tuleeks sama?
Hey,
Eskel. Oh.
Fine, but we
Let's...
No mennään. Kylläpä näitä on paljon. Ne tässä paunaa varmaan. Paunaa vaan loputtomasti. Okei. Kelkitään kun se menee tällain. Mulla on 2 Wallowia. On. Näin. Homma hoidettu.
First chamber is clear. Let's go deeper.
Care to tell me something about Deirdre?
It was about 20 years ago. I rescued Deirdre's father from a gang of Bobalaks. I must have heard too many of Vesemir's stories about the eternal law of surprise.
We've all heard too many of those.
The prince, spattered with Bobolak blood, looked at me and said, "You saved my life, Witcher. As I am your debtor, say what you wish in return." All I could think of was the famous line, "You will give me what you know not that you have." I shall return to Cairngorm 6 years from now to see if destiny acted in my favor. I never went back to Cairngorm. Then rumors started circulating about the curse of the Black Sun. There was confusion, but that's another story. We have Kikimors to tend to.
All right, but I'll have a few more questions.
Okay. Mä en jaksa tappaa noita. Mä vaan juoksen. Joo, näistä ei saa... Näistä ei sitä. Saa expaa. Niitä tulee loputtomasti.
One chamber.
What do you know about the curse of the Black Sun?
I did take an interest in it, and even bribed a certain wizard to let me look at documents drafted. It seems the mages screwed up as usual. Sabrina Glefisig was chosen to examine the Princess of Cairngorm. It was hatred at first sight. Something about a guy.
Women.
It only got worse. Sabrina concluded she had enough proof to consider Deirdre a cursed mutant, and to subject her to real studies. As I'm sure you've guessed, Deirdre had no intention of being examined, not least because she was a princess. She persuaded several of the prince's warriors to get rid of Sabrina. All hell broke loose at the castle in Cairngorm. Many died, and there was some priestess among the corpses.
What did the priestess have to do with anything?
Nothing. From what I know, she landed in the wrong place at the wrong time. After it was all over, Deirdre fled the castle.
And the pursuit continues to this day.
Exactly. I'll give you my notes on the curse when we're done with the Kikimors. Let's get to work.
Joo. Hyvä idea. Mennään. Mitä? 2 jäljellä. Okei. Ei meinaa mitään, niitä on 2. Eka. Ja toka. Easy.
Done deal.
So what'll it be, Eskel? What do we do with Deirdre?
I really don't know, Geralt. I understand Vesemir's viewpoint, but I'm not keen on surrendering the girl to the sorceress. I expect she'd meet an unpleasant end.
You have to make this decision on your own.
I know, though at this point the matter concerns you as well. It concerns all the Witchers.
Fine, we'll consider it. Give me the notes and let's get out of here.
Luetaan, kun päästään ulos. Aha. Okei. Toi selittää. No niin. Notes. Mihin vedetään raja, kun tutkitaan ihmistä ja hirveitten välillä? Mä ollaan pikkusulla sitä mieltä, että ei anneta sitä. Taha. Peli tökkäs. Peli kaatu. Steam ei vastaa. Missä oli viimeisin autoseivi? Dun dun dun. Vähän jännittää. Pari minuuttia sitten. Yes. Varmaan sitä kun päästiin kaivoksesta ulos. Jep. Hyvä. Mutta niin tosiaan vähän on se mieltä, ei annettaisi, mutta sitten taas toisaalta Se noidan tissit vähän kiinnostaa, mutta ei saa ajatella kikkelillä. Ajatellaan aivoilla. Se tarkoittaa, että me ei anneta tyttöä. Ainakaan vapaaehtoisesti. Tuolla se juoksee.
We shouldn't decide without
Thanks, Wolf. Of course, I could have managed on my own.
Tietysti.
No problem.
Wolf.
Huh.
What's your take on all this?
Let's show that dandy and his witch what can happen when you threaten witchers. Call it a lesson in respect.
Hyvä.
So you think we should get involved?
They came here, leaving us no choice.
Nimenomaan.
It would be cowardly to back down. Have you thought about how Eska will feel if we give up the girl?
I'm trying to get some perspective on everything.
Wolf.
See you later.
Wolf, gather as much information as you can.
Wolf.
I think it's time we decided.
We need to figure out what to do with Deirdre and her brother. Eskel wants everyone to say their piece. This concerns...
Let's do this.
I'll start. I think we should stay out of this, meaning we can no longer shelter the girl. The reason is simple. If we meddle and Sabrina informs Henselt, Kedwen will be off limits to us for decades.
Lambert?
I don't really care for Deirdre, but I detest the fact that some blue blood who rules Three Coal Hills comes here demanding obedience. This is Kaer Morhen. Royal authority doesn't extend here. I think we need to drive away the noble and the sorceress.
Yes.
What about you, Eskel?
I'm torn. I understand Vesemir. On the other hand, I owe the girl. I feel some kind of bond. I'm incapable of being objective. I'd like to hear your opinion, Wolf.
We can't let the sorceress get her hands on the girl. It wouldn't be right.
So what do we do about Sabrina and the nobleman?
Deirdre must give up her claims. That should satisfy Merwin. And the sorceress, well, she'll have to live with our decision.
Either that, or I'll turn her lovely little head into something to place on the mantle.
Lambert, save your morbid lines for later. Let's try to resolve this peacefully.
All right. Eskel, Geralt, go see our princess. We'll wait for you here.
No, mennään. Eskel? Tuut sä. No ei meinaa mitään.
Geralt,
We've decided to help you.
thank you. That means a lot to me.
We need to settle things with your brother. You have to go to the camp with us and tell him that you relinquish your claims to the throne and estate.
Thus stripping Sabrina of support.
A high price, but I see no other choice.
That's settled then.
I'm glad, Deirdre, really.
Mennään. Et sä oikeesti päässyt tänne asti. Hehehe. Itse asiassa juostaan rautamiehen kanssa teräs. Koska nyt ei pitäisi vastassa olla enää mitään muuta kuin ihmisiä. Vai mitä jos tonne ei tosiaan pidä mennä? Mitähän siellä ollut? Myös tunneli. Tai... Niin, tunneli varmaan ja kaivos.
To what do we owe this procession?
Merwin, there's a way to resolve this peacefully.
To feed the wolves while saving the sheep.
Very well. I shall hear you out.
Forgetting anyone?
No, this is strictly Merwin's business. We will speak with you too, Sabrina. Later.
Merwin, I am prepared to relinquish my claim to the throne and the lands of Cairngorm. I am ready to give up my title as princess.
Unconditionally?
No, but I have only one. You will strike me from your mind. You will cease pursuing me and return home, taking this witch with you.
Deirdre.
Silence, woman. Merwin, you must see through this. This is a trick.
We will draft all the necessary documents here and now, witnesses present. All will be clarified.
Merwin, don't believe them. Remember how Robin ended.
That was your doing, Levisig. You and your magic.
Merwin, order Brings to arrest Deirdre. Only then will your title be safe. Without that, you will live in fear, always.
I shall kill you, witch.
Oliko se äskeliä? Musta ruutu. Aha. Siinä meni kokki. Oliko muita? Mikä tuolla on? Scout. Noin. Sitten pitää varmaan mennä tänne. Jep.
You had it coming, brother. Instead of a prince, you'll be a dead man. And I have a special set of gifts for you, witch. Only the best.
She has gone entirely mad. Witcher, help me! Sabrina, use your magic. We can defeat her.
Magic does nothing to me, brother dear. Geralt, I did not intend to attack Eskel. He scared me. It was an instinctual reaction.
Abandon your plans of revenge on Sabrina. Forgive your brother. Prove the mages wrong. Prove that you are no beast.
And if I tell you I cannot find it in me to forgive? If I say that I long to put that bitch through real torture? Will you see that as an admission of my guilt?
I'll see you as a morbidly vengeful child, but I'm no judge.
Geralt, don't be a fool. It doesn't take wisdom to see that she has lost her mind. It must be the progressing mutation.
You're only guessing.
Witcher, I should remind you of the letter from King Henselt himself. If anything happens to me, King Henselt will have you all eliminated.
You're like children. Since you want me to decide, I will.
Sä hyökkäsit Eskelin kimppuun.
Drop your sword, Deirdre. You both wish to use us, but you, Deirdre, attacked Eskel, who may not survive. In addition, you lied. You never wanted a peaceful solution.
Geralt, please don't.
If you lay down your weapon, I promise Sabrina will not harm you. You will be free to go.
I can't.
Eskel's unexpected child, Princess Deirdre Adamain, born in Destiny's shadow. She could have changed her own fate, abandoned vengeance in favor of forgiveness, demonstrated kindness and humanity. She lost that chance when she chose revenge and hatred. Was she a monster, or merely a hunted, slighted girl? Is Eskel's scar a warning granted by fate, or just a coincidence? No one can know that. In any case, under Merwin Adamain's rule, Caingorn descended into ruin and became entirely dependent on Kedwin.
The Witchers never again spoke of Deirdre. Though none ever forgot her, each carrying her memory in his heart.
Se oli siinä toinen noituriseikkailu. Ei muuta kuin palataan seuraavan merkeissä ensi kerralla. Kiitos, moi moi!